Hi, I'm Karen from NO9E Equine, and I'm here today with Julia, my assistant, and we're gonna just demonstrate another exercise that I'd like you to do at home with your horses. And we're gonna ask him to lift up through his sternum, which is gonna open up into his back. At this stage, we're using the long muscles of the back and the abdominal muscles along the bottom. We're then gonna move into asking him to sort of engage his low back by doing a sort of a pelvic roll. Starting point is to get your horse to stand square if they will. He's not interested, so we'll go back. Just so his forelimbs are a little bit more together. And then Julia's gonna come in towards his sternum along the line of where your girth would sit. And when you get to the midline, you're gonna find a nice little divot where your hands can fit in. And you're just gonna wiggle your fingers a little bit. And we're asking him to lift up through his back, and you can see he's lifting, and all through his top line is engaging, and so are his abdominal muscles. And then we'll let them settle. Often they'll stretch or lick or chew, which is perfect. And then I'm gonna ask him to do it one more time to really engage up through the midsection. I'm gonna give him his head this time. And you can see he's really lifting. And hold as long as you feel it's comfy. He's starting to hesitate, so we're gonna let go. Now we're gonna ask our horse to engage their low back muscles and the abdominal core again by doing a lumbar lift. So Julia's gonna demonstrate on how you can do it standing directly behind your horse if you know that it's safe to do so. If you've never done this on your horse, I recommend standing off to the side, which Julia will demonstrate on the second round. Let's say your horse is comfortable with you directly behind them. You're gonna reach up over the superficial glute, kind of with your hands a couple inches away from the midline of the body. And you're gonna use your thumbs to put a little bit of pressure into the tissue, and you're gonna roll down gently along the top of the glute and the biceps and down into the hamstrings. And you can see that's lifted his back up. Sometimes you'll even hear a little bit of popping if their back's adjusting a little. That's okay. That takes a lot of abdominal core lift and some back lengthening to do. It's a really nice exercise whenever we've been riding or ahead of riding. And then option two, if this is a new horse to this exercise, or you're unsure if you may be in a danger zone to get kicked, Julia's gonna stand off to the side and just do it from the side, always with a handler. And then there's a third option. If you have a really tall horse and you can't get to the other side, you can just do one single hand down and go to the other side. You may not get as much lift. You can see he's still engaging a bit, but not as much as when we're engaging those muscles together.